truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or under the pain and penalty of perjury. Please have a seat. Please state your first and last name and spell them both for the record.
Tremaine Jones, Jeneera Jones.
Ms. Jones, you're fairly soft-spoken. You can pull that chair right up. You can pull the microphone to you. I'm going to speak loudly and directly into it because we do need to hear you. Everything's being recorded, okay?
Okay.
All right. Mr. Huebner, you may go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Jones.
Good morning.
I want to kind of talk to you about kind of some incidents that occurred in June of last year in the area of 25th and Garfield. Are you familiar with that area?
Yeah.
And in particular, I want to draw your attention to the building we see here in State's Exhibit number 126. You can also look behind you if that's easier. I know we don't have the best angles here, but do you recognize that apartment building?
Yeah.
Did you live in that apartment building back in June of 2025?
Yeah.
How long did you live there?
For a year.
For a year? I'm going to try to get that microphone right up there for you. And in regards to living at that apartment for about a year, who'd you live there with?
Me and my kids in Maine.
In Maine?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Now I'm going to come back to who Maine is here in a little bit, but your children, how many of them did you have?
3.
How old were they?
1 and 2. No, that was 1 and 3.
And Maine, do you see this person Maine in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Could you please point to him and describe him by what he's wearing?
He got on glasses and a dark blue shirt.
And can you let me know anything about what table he's at or kind of who he's sitting next to?
He's sitting next to a lady.
Michael?
Oh, right there.
He's got glasses. What's his hair like?
Twisties.
Kind of made the record reflect that the witness is identified and pointed to and described the hair of the defendant.
It's fair.
All right, the record will so reflect.
You knew him as Maine?
Yeah.
What was your relationship with him?
That's my boyfriend at the time.
Boyfriend at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Is it yes?
Yes.
How long have you been together?
Probably for I say about 7 months.
And at the time, when this all occurred, did you believe he was the father of one of your children?
Yeah.
In fact, just to be very clear, that's been tested, right?
Yes.
He is not.
Yes.
But at the time, you thought he was, and he was your boyfriend.
Yes.
Now, I want to draw your attention to June 24th and June 25th. Okay, so the day before everything went crazy in the officer. So the day before that.
Mm-hmm.
Was there kind of an altercation that occurred at the street?
Yeah.
What started off this whole series of events?
The girl I fought called him the night before at 2-something in the morning.
Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about your relationship with the defendant. Was he living with you when this incident occurred?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was he still living there on this night that this occurred?
No.
Had you asked him to leave?
Yes.
Why?
Because we got into it, and he was cheating on me.
So when you're saying you got into it, you had got into an argument with the defendant?
Yeah.
And what about
Him cheating on me, and the girl calling him.
and her what?
Yeah. And the girl calling him.
I want to show you what has been marked.
Oh.
It's exhibit number 317. You recognize the person in state's exhibit number 317?
Yeah.
Who is that?
The girl I fought.
Is the girl that the defendant was cheating on you with?
Yeah.
Your Honor, the state would move state's exhibit number 317 into evidence in this time.
Any objection?
Yes.
No objection.
Received without objection.
So, want to make sure I understand this. The day before the first fight, you had kicked the defendant out of the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Because of the fact that he and this other person, do you know her name?
No.
This other woman that we see in 317, were engaged in a relationship that he was cheating on.
Yeah.
That make you mad?
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about the first time a fight occurred. What happened?
I had text her. Yeah, asked her, do she mess with him?
Okay. And did anyone come over to your apartment?
Yeah.
What happened?
I told her to come to a fight.
Okay. And then what happened?
They jumped on me.
Who jumped you?
Her and some girls, some boys she was with.
So some girls and boys jumped you?
Yeah.
What happened? Were you injured?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, they messed up my eye.
And in regards to you getting jumped that day in that fight, did eventually they leave?
Yeah.
I now want to talk about the night that the officers were shot.
Okay.
Did the group come back?
Yeah.
Who was all over at your apartment?
It was me, my friend, my sister, and my ex-best friend, and Brashan.
Sorry?
And Brashan.
And Bryce Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your sister?
Tajada.
And who's your best friend?
Jamaria.
And was one of them dating Bryce Sean?
Sort of, kind of.
Who was dating him?
Miranda.
Sorry?
Miranda.
Miranda?
Yeah.
Now, at some point, why did you ask Bryce Sean, or why does anyone ask Bryce Sean to come over to the apartment?
So I won't get jumped on.
Why? Did the group come back?
Yeah.
This woman that we see in State's Exhibit number 317, did she come? She came back with people?
Yeah, she came back with the same people.
Why did they come back?
Because they want the rematch.
And why was Bryce Sean there?
To make sure I don't get jumped on.
Make sure you don't get jumped on?
Yeah.
In fairness, did he have any firearms?
Yeah.
2 handguns?
Yeah.
Did he keep them in kind of a small little backpack?
Yeah.
Okay. Does a second fight occur?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, me and the girl fought. And they weren't trying to jump in, and Rashida put the gun out.
So a guy was going to jump in?
Yeah.
And Bryce Sean stopped?
Yeah.
Did anyone shoot it?
No.
Then what happened?
I guess they called me.
And you're saying they, who's this?
The girl.
This girl here is 317?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear them make this phone call?
No.
So you're hearing some commotion, whatever happens. Do you then go back inside your apartment?
Yeah.
And when you go inside your apartment, who's all in the apartment now?
Me, my sister, my ex-best friend, and my friend, Rashawn.
And who's outside the apartment?
The girls, and man.
So Maine shows up,
Yeah.
the defendant.
Yeah.
When the defendant shows up, what do you notice about
He got a book bag.
him? Yeah, what?
A book bag.
Book bag?
Yeah.
Big book bag?
Yeah.
Okay. What else does he have?
A gun.
A gun?
Mm-hmm.
Does he-
Yes.
I want to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 263. Recognize this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Whose gun is this?
Maze.
Maine's?
Yes.
Now, when the defendant shows up with this firearm, what's he doing out there? Need a moment? Ma'am, it's okay. You take some time.
There you go. I can put on my glasses. Okay.
Let's create a sidebar, please.
Sure.
There is a so, ma'am, I'm sorry, I thought normal eyeglasses. I need you to take those off.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's okay.
They don't see me quiet.
It's okay. All right, if you need a moment to compose yourself, that's okay. All right?
Okay.
Now, what's the defendant doing while he's outside?
Walking back and forth.
He's walking back and forth?
Mhm.
Is he doing anything while walking back and forth?
Yeah. Well, he got the gun in.
I have State's Exhibit number 152 in the computer. A moment. And within the computer, there is a folder entitled Photos and Video Downloaded. And within that particular folder, I have a video entitled _7022 Move, which should be coming up on the screen as we speak. Ma'am, you familiar with this video?
Yeah.
Whose phone did the police get this off?
Mine.
And is this video a fair and accurate depiction of what you saw someone doing outside your apartment?
Yes.
Who's the person we're gonna see in this video?
Mine.
The defendant?
Yes.
Okay. And to be clear, did you take this video?
No, my ex-best friend.
Okay. But this is what you're seeing while you're with her?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, I would move the video that I'm about to play on State's Exhibit number 152 in evidence at this time.
Any objection?
None.
Received without objection.
And playing from this portion. Who was that individual we saw with the weapon, kind of the thing on his hair or on his head and that jacket?
Mine.
Defendant?
Yes.
One moment, Your Honor, I apologize.
No problem.
Now, and at some point, do you call 911?
Yeah.
Why are you calling 911?
Cause this ain't gonna shoot up my house.
Why was the defendant threatening to shoot up your house?
Because Barcelona's in my house.
Because there's a guy in your house.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
The defendant was outside with this weapon.
Yes.
What, telling Bryshawn to come on down?
Yes.
Your Honor, I am now placing State's Exhibit number 3 back in the computer. 1 minute. And now we'll be playing for the record calls 2 and 16 from this particular CD that have not previously been moved into evidence. I would move them into evidence at this time.
Any objection? Received without objection.
And just bear with me, the first part's always a little loud, but then it comes back down. Playing from that portion.
Where's your emergency? There's a boy at my house with and they keep coming to my house trying to fight.
What's
the address? 2203 North.
That's not me.
That's not you, but is it going to be one of the women that are in your house?
No, they don't sound like neither one of them.
One moment. And I'm going to play just a little bit more, and I want to see if you recognize some of the descriptions being described in this call, okay?
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. She indicated she doesn't know the voice on the 911 call. She indicated it's not her.
Your Honor, if I may, it's going to have the apartment number and her name.
All right, I'm going to allow it. Well, I'm going to see parties and chambers. 1 second.
It's a little bit of an unexpected moment right there. And
Thank you. You may go ahead, Mr. Huebner.
Thank you. One moment while we wait for the computer to fire back up. And I have it currently at 3 seconds into the recording. I'm going to play from this portion.
There's a boy at my house with a gun and he keep coming to my house trying to fight. What's the address? 2203 North 25th Street.
Okay, repeat that for verification.
What you say?
Repeat it for verification.
2203 North 25th Street.
Okay, is it a single family, apartment, or duplex?
Apartment.
Okay, what unit?
2.
And do you know him?
He all turned the sirens off to get him arrested because he already blacked my eye and I don't.
Okay, what is he wearing?
He got on the what he got on, y'all? He got on a.
That do sound like me.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said.
I don't know. Ma'am, can you repeat what you said?
I think that is me.
Okay.
She said, I think that is me.
So sometimes hearing the recordings of your voice, you might be shocked to find out what you sound like.
Yeah.
Okay, I find out that I'm very nasally, and I'm very shocked by that. But in terms of what we're hearing, this is you calling 911, is that correct?
Yeah.
And we talked about your eye being black. Is that right?
Yes.
That's from the prior fight when you got jumped.
Yes.
And the boy who is outside your apartment number 2, who is that?
Maine.
Okay, that's the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. Playing from this portion at 43 seconds into the recording.
A Nike jacket.
Okay, what does he have dreads or not?
What's his jacket? Y'all shut up. Can you repeat that?
Does he have like long dreads or no?
No, he got a low cut and he got a ski mask on.
Pausing at 1 minute or 1 minute and 1 second. This individual you're describing, you're stating he doesn't have dreads, but he's got like a ski mask on. Is that fair?
Yes.
Over his head.
Yes.
Okay. Now, continuing to play for 1 minute and 1 second.
It's over his head.
Oh, okay. He said he has a low haircut.
Yes,
In black clothing, all black?
yes, with some Crocs on.
What color Crocs?
No, he got some dunks on.
Oh, dunks. Okay. A black ski mask?
Yes,
Ma'am, I already have the call entered. It's not delaying anything. Is he black, white, Hispanic?
he's black. Talk to me.
What's his name?
Tremaine.
Pausing at 1 minute and 50 seconds into the recording. We can hear there's a number of different voices regarding this call, right?
Yes.
There's you, there's your friends,
And my sister.
and your sister. The name you just talked about with this boy that's trying to come inside your house and has a gun outside and the ski mask above on his head, who is that person?
May.
You identified when you hear his name, Tremaine, in the call?
Yes.
That's the defendant you've identified?
Yes.
Playing from 1 minute and 50 seconds into the recording.
And how do you know him?
Baby daddy.
Pausing at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. We can kind of hear in the background, bring them outside. Is that fair?
Yes.
Who was that we heard screaming in the background?
May.
The defendant?
Yes.
Playing from 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the recording.
Is he outside?
He's saying he's threatening. He just shot.
He's shot in the house?
Yes, he just shot a bullet to the house. You gotta hurry up. Like, what the fuck? They have to get here ASAP. He just blew that motherfucker. Get here.
Pausing at 2 minutes and 37 seconds into the recording. Did you hear gunshots?
Yes.
Where did you hear them?
Outside my window.
Did you, in fairness, did you see who shot?
No.
Who was the only person you saw with a gun outside your house?
May.
Were you scared?
A little bit.
We can hear you begging the police to get here as soon as possible.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now. Got it. Now moving to call 16. Moment as the computer gets fired up. And call 16, and we've already moved that into evidence.
Yep.
Playing from this portion at 1 second into the recording.
Hello, caller, 911, where's your emergency? Where are you located? Caller, where are you located? Do you need help? Come on.
Hola, está llamando a la familia Gandía Morales. Por favor, dejar su nombre, su número de teléfono, su mensaje y luego se le devolverá la llamada. Gracias.
Was a call from your number?
It was.
Did you hear kind of the voices? Was that any of the kids?
I think so.
But you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
The first one though, describing the shots and all of that, that was
Yeah, that was me.
your friend.
Yes.
Okay. Now, ma'am, shootings happening outside your apartment. What happens next?
My mom pulled up to get my kids, and we go outside.
Did you hear other shootings outside?
No,
Did you ever hear the shots in which the officer was shot?
no.
When the shooting's happening outside your apartment, I want to kind of focus in on that portion of it. Where were you?
Inside the house,
Where inside the house?
in the back room,
Why'd you go to the back room?
because he shot through the window
Where was Brett Sean?
in the living room.
Did you see Brett Sean return fire?
No,
Do you know if Brett Sean returned fire?
no.
He could have for all you know.
Yeah,
The shots from outside, did they occur first?
yes,
And that's why you ran to the bedroom?
yes,
Did the police eventually arrive at your apartment?
yes.
They ended up getting a search warrant, is that fair?
Yeah.
Were you willing to let them search, or did they ask for a search warrant?
No, they already searched before the search warrant.
Now, ma'am, you don't know what happened to the police officer.
No,
You didn't see that.
no,
You weren't there for that.
no.
All you know is about this fight that occurred the day before, the fight that occurred the hours before, and then who was outside your apartment with their rifle trying to get Brett Sean to come out.
Yes,
Who was that person?
man.
The defendant? The defendant?
Yes.
Thank you. Cross? Thank you. Ms. Jones, I think you said 2 days or so before this shooting, you kicked Mr. Jones out of your house, yes?
Yes.
And that's because you believed he was cheating on you, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you don't know that person's name that he was cheating on you with, yes?
Yes.
But you identified her, I think, Exhibit 317, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You don't know her name, but you said you texted her, yes?
Yeah. I know her Facebook name.
Okay. You know her Facebook name, okay.
Yeah.
So but you had the phone number of someone whose real name you didn't know.
I didn't
Him, you meant Tremaine.
Yes.
And she said yes?
Yeah. And she said some other stuff too.
And then you said, come on over here, let's fight.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, this is the night before, right? The 25th?
Yes.
That's the night that your eye got all black.
Yeah.
And on that night, Tremaine wasn't there,
He wasn't there.
just the girls.
Yes.
Okay. And then the next night, this person whose name you don't know came over again.
Yes.
Got it. And when they originally got there, Maine wasn't with them.
No.
At some point, Maine shows up.
Yes.
You don't know how he got there?
The girl called him.
The same girl that he was cheating on you with?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because she was the only one that was out there. Him and and his cousin.
Okay, so you actually don't know that for a fact, but that's what you assume.
Yeah.
Okay. We just listened to 2 911 calls. You remember that?
Yes.
The second one kind of doesn't have any talking, right? It's just sort of emptiness.
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking about the first one. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one, you specifically asked them something along the lines of, come get him arrested. Yes?
Yeah.
And then you said, he already blacked my eye.
Yeah.
But didn't you just say he wasn't there for that first fight when your eye got black?
No. Yeah, he wasn't, but he was there the morning of the first fight.
Okay. But my question is, I'm confused. You told the cops on 911, this man blacked my eye.
Yeah.
Okay. But that wasn't true.
Some of it wasn't and some of it was.
Okay, so you lied. Got it. Isn't it true that you went to the police station, I believe it was that next day, Friday the 27th, yes?
No, I went to the police station the night that the police got killed.
Okay. At some point you were at the police station and you sort of gave a statement. Does that make sense?
Yes,
I'm not insinuating that you were arrested or anything. You just went there willingly, yes?
yes,
Okay. And you remember talking to Detective Martin and Detective Casey?
yeah,
Okay. Isn't it true you told them you didn't know Bryshawn's name?
I never told them that.
Okay. If it said in the police report that you did know his name, or if it, sorry, strike that. If it says in the police report, you said you didn't know his name, that's not true.
That's not true.
So you're saying the police report's wrong.
Yeah, I knew his name.
Next question. You told us today on the stand that you knew Brayshawn kept guns in a backpack, yes?
Yes,
In that interview with Detective Casey and Detective Martin, it says in the police report, you said you didn't know he had a gun. So are you telling the truth today or were you telling the truth then?
Argumentative.
um,
You rephrase your question,
Yes.
please.
Is your testimony today that the police report's wrong?
yes,
Your Honor, she has not seen the police report. That's hearsay. She needs to simply ask her if she said it and then introduce another witness, and that's how it's.
Sustained.
Did you tell police that you didn't know he had a gun?
I don't remember.
You don't know, okay. Did you testify today that you did know he had a gun and you kept him in a backpack?
Yeah,
Okay. At some point, police searched your house, yes?
yes,
Were you there for that or did you leave?
I left.
Okay, so you don't know what they found?
No,
Okay. On that night, you said you were in the back room, fair?
yes,
So you don't know if anyone from your house returned fire?
no,
Okay. You didn't hear it?
no,
Okay. And eventually, you sort of heard through the grapevine that some officers had been killed, yes?
yes,
You didn't witness that?
no,
You didn't hear that?
no.
Got it. Thank you.
Any redirect?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. You may step down. You're all done.
So that was the
Okay.
last
All
person
right,
that they
ladies and
saw.
gentlemen, it's about 11:45. I'm going to send you for lunch. We are going to end probably 4:15, 4:30 today. So I think, Madam Reporter, are you here this afternoon? No. Let's have you back at 1:15. We'll come in a little bit early, and you'll still get the hour and a half for lunch. But we'll come back at 1:15 and we'll continue on until we're good, okay?
Darn, they take an hour and a half lunch.
Do not research any information that you personally think might be helpful to you in understanding the issues presented or investigate this case on your own. Do not read any newspaper reports or listen to any news reports on radio, television, or any other electronic application about this trial. Do not seek information regarding the public records of any party or witness in this case. Do not communicate with anyone about this trial or your experience as a juror while you are serving on this jury. Do not use an electronic device to share information about this case, and do not permit anyone to communicate with you about this matter, either in person, electronically, or by any other means.